Good morning, my neighbors. I hope you guys are good. Ooh, it's 2022. So this is like the first review of 2022. It's so cool. So cool. So, yeah, man. I'm gonna review a piece by this guy called Michael Bagwasi, Nmb Bagwasi. Pen name, The Abbott. Right? That's a cool moniker or whatever. What are they called? Yeah, those things. Those names. It's so cool. I love it. So The Abbott. It's actually we were not really arguing on a post, but we were arguing on a post, right? And as we were like exchanging, going back and forth, we disagreed on something. I remember specifically, him and I disagreed on something, and then we actually talked, and then he defended his whatever he was defending, and I actually wasn't mad at the defense. Hey, I wasn't mad at it. I was like, oh, okay, we see things differently, but then and then turns out he's a writer, and it was actually really cool. And so he sent me some of his stuff to review. Oh, it's amazing. He's actually an amazing writer. Do you know? I apologize. I called him ignorant when we were beginning the argument. Sometimes I'll be out here just saying things, only to find out he is far from ignorant. Oh my God, it's crazy. So I apologize for that. But you know what's cool? I love that we got to like exchange words honestly, and then it turned out so pleasantly. Anyway, let me get into this, cause it's so wild. Actually, this first one that I wanna review, I'm gonna review like 4, so the other ones will come later. This first one that I wanna review is crazy. It's crazy. Anyway, listen to it, right? I don't know what it's called, but like there's a line that precedes the whole thing. But it sets, I guess it sets the tone. So listen, I'll just read, and then I'll talk about it after. It says, might as well just dance in their embrace. Fantasy. Anvils and hammers. If I could forge you, I would. My possessor. Trapped in my mind, always beating my drum. Looked at the bottom of a bottle, behind the haze of the smoke. Smooth like cotton, I choke. A stringed cord, a rose of thorns. From my depravity and captivity, from my state of longing and self-harm. Smooth hand on my arm, my reflection in your sparkling eyes. I wonder of the two of us who dies. Star-crossed words written on our palms, a fleeting image in the flow of time, a hollow space in place for a heart, entranced in your smile. I see you. Can you imagine? That's who I called ignorant. It's crazy. It's wild. I love, like, these words are so rich. Okay, might as well just dance in their embrace. So now, what is that? Dance in what's embrace? So I'm thinking, in the embrace of the words, right? Because what are the words? The words are also so these are the things that are embracing him. This is the thing that we are allowing to embrace us, right? To dance in the embrace or whatever, right? Then he says fantasy. I love his writing style. You'll see it. Like fantasy, it's just there by itself. Anvils and hammers. Listen, that's already like, you see, it's like, so that's like imagine. And then anvils and hammers, right? Those are hard tools for like hitting. You get, huh? I could forge you, huh? If I could forge you, I would. Listen, already, my possessor. This is a longing poem, isn't it? This is longing, right? Yes. Trapped in my mind, always beating my drum. Always beating my drum. So you see, like the first lines are like you're imagining. And then the next line he says, like after, beating my drum, then he says, looked at the bottom of a bottle behind the haze of the smoke. Now he's taking you to a bar where he's like going through these thoughts, ne? Let's just say it's a bar, right? And he's having some whiskey or something, and he's smoking. Do you get it? It's crazy. Smooth like cotton. So like behind the haze of the smoke, right? Smooth like cotton. Listen, the smoke is like, cause smoke, it's killing you, but like it has there is a silk texture to it. Do you get it? It's wild. So it's like smooth like cotton, I choke. Do you get it? So it's like, I love that shock, like from the smoothness and then the choking. It's wild. A stringed chord, a rose of thorns. A stringed chord, a rose of thorns. Because I love music, that what came to mind was a guitar string, like music. But then a rose of thorns. From my depravity and captivity. Do you know, like, your mind? This is beautiful. This is dope. From my state of longing. And self-harm. Like, as you're waiting, you're also... some of the things you choose to do as you wait are hurting you. But, like, that's how you bide your time. You know? And then he's like, smooth hand on my arm. My reflection in your sparkling eyes. I wonder of the two of us, who dies. He's introducing somebody else now. Another character. So it's like, do you see the levels? So it's like from his mind to his setting, to his physical place, and then he introduces you to whoever. Oh, that is wild. That's wild. Right? My reflection in your sparkling eyes. I wonder of the two of us, who dies. So that already shows he's not just bringing an extra character, he's also bringing them in a certain light. That's wild. Star-crossed words written on our palms. A fleeting image in the flow of time. A hollow space in place for a heart. Entranced in your smile. So, is he describing himself? So he's like, wow. So from his mind, he's like, this is who I am in your presence. And I am lost in you. Listen, the last line is, I see you. Nicely done. Nicely done. Yo, this is dope. What's it called? What is it called, by the way? I need the title, man. But yo, excellent work. I look forward to to reviewing the other three. It's wild. It's so dope.